Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure everyone remembers back in January the official Trump coin being launched. I certainly do. I was streaming at the time on my main channel, and somebody said Trump actually launched his coin. It's being talked about. He endorsed it on Truth Social. And that's when the coin was sitting around $3. The coin ended up ballooning to $73 as an all time high and then falling all the way back down to where it is at around $9.20. Now, the question is, with everything going on in crypto, with the bull run that we expect to happen within the next 5 or 6 months, there's a lot of anticipation surrounding what Trump's going to do. There's an embrace of crypto, and there's a lot of ownership of this coin by Donald Trump and his team. And it does have, as a meme coin, the dreaded vesting schedule. Now, I'm going to go over the vesting schedule, the unknowns, the knowns. When are the coins going to be added to circulation? Potentially when people get their coins for free, basically, and then they're able to dump them onto the community. It's a big problem. Now, is there even a community for the Trump coin? I think Trump could have handled this a lot better. Obviously, he wanted to make money. He doesn't know that much about crypto. He consulted some people and they did it for him. This is on the Solana chain. You can see right now the current market cap is 1.8 billion, but it does have a fully diluted value of almost $10 billion. This is one of the biggest meme coins based on market cap. It does have the max supply, pretty standard for basically any Solana meme coin, of a billion. The right now the circulating supply is only around 200 million, so that's around 20%, which is very surprising. Well, I don't know if I'd say it's very surprising, but based off of the timeline that we were given, we were told that according to the vesting schedule, and this is kind of how ridiculous this coin is, according to the vesting schedule, after 3 months, there would be a certain amount made available to the team or to investors. That's what they called it. So you can see, and just the way this was launched was very strange. It's in three other categories: Made in USA, Politify, and Solana Meme. It can also be known as the main Trump meme. If you go to their Twitter, do they have an actual profile? No, they don't. They did, and I think it got deleted. You can see they have a website right here. I think this is where it shows. See, the only official Trump meme. They've got Trump kind of slimmed down. It looks like some slimmed down version of him. The contract address. Do they have the official? Here's the allocation. So you go down to look at the allocation. It says there's 8 total groups, 36 months total in terms of the vesting schedule, 200 million circulated. That's how much are circulated right now, supposedly. But you can see based off of once you get into like 3 months, there's around 10% that's going to be unlocked. Once you get to 6 months, there's 25% that's going to be unlocked. And so you would think there would already be some unlocked, considering it's been, at this point, has it been 6 months? I think it has been 6 months. If this was released right before Inauguration Day in January, yeah, it's been over 6 months. So I don't know what the status is with this coin, whether or not these coins have been circulated or not, or if they've been distributed and the people that have received them are just holding. Most people think it's just people in relation to Trump. I mean, it's a major. I mean, you've also got the Melania meme coin, which is even more of a disaster. But just to get a better price history on this coin, you can see it came out. It ballooned all the way to this is the not the fully diluted valuation. This is the valuation with the market cap with around 200 million coins released. But the coin ballooned to around 14, 15 billion. Now it's sitting at around 1.84 billion, and it did have a little run up. It did like a 2x. I mean, it's a meme coin. It's Trump's official meme coin. The idea that this coin can't do at least a 5x, I think it probably can. But the problem is, guys, and this is why you should very likely stay away from this coin. It has to do with the fact that it still has the unknown vesting schedule. And if you take a look at the tokenomics down here, you can see it's this creators and CIC Digital. These are the teams that potentially are just Trump. I mean, that who knows who that actually is, but all of these teams, that are going to get it. I mean, right now you can see supposedly right now they estimate there should be about 32% of the supply in circulation. But that doesn't match what this is. This says there's only 20% of the supply in circulation. Basically, what they're saying is there should be around 320 million in circulation based off of what the original vesting schedule said. So I don't know what's happening with this coin. You can see its all-time high, $73. That was back right when it launched, and it had a lot of hype. And basically, the launch night, it hit $73. And from its all-time low, which was around $4.29, why does it say its all-time low was January? Oh, that's when it came on to. Okay, so that's when they added it to CoinGecko. They basically immediately added it to CoinGecko. I think this is on basically all the exchanges too. It's on the major. Oh, maybe not. I thought this was on. They had announced. Oh, it is on Binance. It just doesn't have, I guess, a lot of volume. It's not on Coinbase. They might be waiting for Coinbase. The thought is, I do think this coin probably, considering that the problem is just the fully diluted versus the market cap right now and the relationship, because so much of the coins are not circulated. You can't really invest into a meme coin that has supposedly 20% of the supply circulated, and its own vesting schedule says 32% of the supply should be circulated. Now, I don't know if Trump is holding those coins waiting for the market to pump. Possibly this coin does a 5 or 6x, and then he decides, I mean, technically, if it goes back to its all-time high, it's going to do around what is that? I mean, if it's at $9.20 right now, it goes back to its all-time high. It's like a 7 or an 8x. And so maybe it can do that. But the problem with this coin is it's just the vesting schedule's a mess. I mean, and the fact that it's already over $1 billion anyways. Like, let's be honest. Now, the other problem with this coin is it sunk the meme coin market. And it took a lot of liquidity out. It took a lot of volume out. My meme coins got destroyed when Trump launched it. And it also destroyed this coin. This was kind of the Trump OG coin. It's MAGA with the ticker Trump. This coin was launched back in August of 2023. It's a very unique idea. It has a 1% buy tax and sell tax that they donate to, I believe, veterans. So it's a really cool thing. It's got a total supply of 47 million for the 47th president. And the interesting thing with this coin is if you got into this coin, you could have very easily made like a 400 or 500x. And when you look at this coin, what it did, it almost went to $1 billion. It is crazy when you look at this coin running up in May of 2024. Trump ends up winning the election and the coin tanks. It's kind of interesting how that, I mean, I guess it's sell the news, but, and then what happened was the coin started getting more hype during the inauguration time. Trump launched his own coin, and this coin got just crushed, and it's sitting at 6 million. It would have been really cool if Trump would have just invested into this coin and made this his coin, because it's a community thing, and a lot of people would have made money off of it. A lot of anonymous people that are just Trump fans that are in memes would have made money off of it, versus what he ended up doing. And I don't think Trump really has a clue, just in terms of the whole idea of memes. Obviously, he had somebody else do it for him. But you would at least want to say, hey, man, make sure it's fully circulated. Like, otherwise, I mean, it's a joke. You control very likely over 90% of the supply, because they're going to get a lot of insiders at launch buying it and knowing probably over 95% of the supply, honestly, because they have 80% in the vesting. And then you're talking about the people, insiders buying early, which was, the coin was heavily manipulated. So it's unfortunate, but I would say for this official Trump coin, stay away from it. It's a money pit. It probably will go up a little bit, but the problem is you have to worry about it going up with the vesting schedule, new coins being introduced. That's basically something. When you're talking about 80%, supposedly 80% of the supply not circulated, that's something you don't have to deal with really any other meme coin. And so you're talking about a coin that's already ridiculously high in terms of its evaluation. Why would you decide to invest into this when you could probably only make a 4 or 5x? And then on top of that, you have to worry about the fact that people might dump on you by getting coins circulated, because, it's a vesting schedule. These people are not paying for the coins. They're given the coins. They're early investors. It's probably just Trump or Trump's team. So they're given the coins for free. The coins get dumped. It's going to lower the price. If you get 1 million coins for free and then you dump it onto the market, that's not going to help the coin at all. You're not buying it and selling it. It's worse than a trade. So that's the problem. And you'll see vesting schedules with utility projects, but you don't really see it with meme coins. And so that's why I would stay away from this coin. And listen, it might do a 5 or 6x, but it's just not worth it. The risk versus reward proposition is just not, it's just not there. So that would be my opinion on the official Trump coin. Guys, make sure you like the video down below. That's going to do it for this one.